The History of Space Events, Part 1, Act 2. Okay, if you missed the first part, I explained the nutshell of the original 12-part miniseries. 12 parts, you call that miniseries? I almost seemed like the entire series right there. I know, it took about a week and a half. And SVTV didn't have very many shows to start with, so. Okay, next major event that happened was the rise and fall of Extreme Evil. No, it wasn't Extreme Evil as in something causing bad things to happen. There was a big giant robot called Extreme Evil. But where it came from, we don't know. What did it want from? Other than causing mischief? We really couldn't figure that one out either. But it all started when one of the characters from a series of planets called Conquer, let's see, where are the Conquer planets on this thing? Well, I know they were somewhere over here, within their row half of the galaxy. But anyway, their villain, called Ultra Evil, was taking a break from attacking for a while, making room for the next film of the group, Noodle. Okay, you understand. But, I don't know if he tried contact. I don't remember if he tried to contact Predictor and Ventor to join their group or not. But it just didn't suit the best interests for either one of them for a merger like that. But Predictor and Ventor knew that they couldn't beat Ultra Evil on their own. So they temporarily joined forces with Space Events. For a while, things went okay. In fact, things went so much okay that actually connectors were built so that Space Events could borrow a little bit of Real Warrior idea, and the Bricklon Space Events could link up. Well, those connectors are still on the crafts today. Although they never really got a chance to use them after this little mini-series. We just didn't bother taking them out or seeing what become of the connectors. But shortly after Ultra Evil invaded, that's when the monster giant Supreme Evil made its appearance, causing Ultra Evil to join forces with the Space Events teams, and his vehicle was rigged into the connection also. But I don't know. I sort of like the idea, but in a way I didn't, because it really didn't make much sense. Why all this battle and what's going on like that? Who was behind Supreme Evil? I think eventually they did track it back to Planet Row, and that's when they found out that the character who made it was called DV But I don't think they learned the true connection between deviance and predictor and inventor yet. I'll leave you all hanging with that. As Supreme Evil was finally beaten, Ultra Evil decided to go back to the Conquered Planets and cause mischief for the characters over there. Eventually, Predictor and Inventor went back to being the bad guys. So everything was kind of back to normal until the Space Battle series came on in 1985, 2005. This was a time period in which my versions of robots that could change into vehicles finally made a comeback. A minor one, but was enough to cause somewhat of a difference in the mouth style. It may have been called Space Valves, but Predictor, well, the main Space Valves were between space events and well, I guess it was just kind of an adventure or something like that. The Carbot spells mainly happen on Earth. And may have skipped on how the team was allowed to get back to Earth, but that's kind of irrelevant now. The fact of the matter is, they did get everyone on Earth to trust them again. Uh, sorry about the yawns. Okay, and kind of during the last year of the Space Fowl series, I was getting back into collecting Hot Wheel cars. I don't know why. Maybe it was just trying to come up with newer characters for the Carbots I have on the team. Since all I had were the set of vehicles I used way back, maybe 1980-ish, to represent them. Not that they weren't good vehicles. Some of them went to be honorary GoBots later on. But I'll come to how and why later. What do you want, Noodle? Okay, back to the window, huh? Yeah, among connecting new Hot Wheel toys came a few other tracks. Before I just had a Wipeout set. Too bad I can't show them to you yet. Maybe eventually I will. If you don't look up the Hot Wheels Wipeout track yourself, it is impressive. The cars had to go through a loop and ran a couple turns, trying to keep the speed to do it successfully. But that really didn't last very long. Maybe I was getting kind of tired of my original Space Invaders team. I'm not sure. But anyway, to temporarily put a pause on Space Invaders 1, I arranged for the Carbot's home planet to self-destruct or act like it was going to explode. Well, it did explode. But sorry about that. I don't know why I had Space Fence and Team Brick Wall because of the explosion, but I did. It was thought to be end of it, and in 1988, 2008, I introduced a second Space Fence team to take the place. What I didn't know at the time was, nope, it didn't end for the first team then. What happened? I'll have to explain after I introduce Team 2. That consists of arcade greats like Galaxy and Galaga, Phoenix, Pleiades, Asteroids. I think those were the main original spacecrafts that were part of the team. Nice collection. Why didn't I just have Team 2 and Team 1 recruit them? I don't know. But one thing was missing. They had no villain. They didn't really have a mission. The main thing that they did do was discover that the Carbots were still around. They just crash landed on planet Warm. They managed to reactivate them, and things kind of went okay in the far future setup. Yes, I do mean far future, because this second team was set to take place in the year 2108. Ah, why so far ahead? I don't know. I thought it would be too much of a coincidence if I only had to be 1 year difference. But by spreading it out that far ahead, if Team 1 did come back, I could come up with some other thing to limit their resources so that Team 2 would come into existence anyway. Noodle, whatever. About to say you don't need a set on Predictor and Inventor. Late 1988, 2008, whatever. Well, the future chart was going on, and Loco had this idea for a song called Vapor Zone. And I had to figure out what he was talking about, other than having it be a strange parody of Ken Loggins' Danger Zone. So, I wrecked my ideas, and the best thing I could come up with was before Cybertron exploded, Shooting Attack, well, Super Spy count with this idea for a Time Warp Ray. Yeah, it might have been just a counter or something. By the way, Team Sneak Attack did leave the team prior to this. They just went to Earth, eventually forming their own series, but that's another story for another time. But anyway, during Predictor and Inventor's battle, somehow all four escape arrays fall off the table and fire at the same point in space, activating the Vapor Zone gate, or the teams end up zipping in there. And that's what happened to them. Upon entering this strange Vapor Zone, they end up being overpowered and captured, probably due to being caught off guard. They didn't expect to end up in a different dimension. No one did. or secretly knowing. Well, we couldn't let on all the facts at the time, but they unexpectedly came across Predictor and Inventor's grandparents in the lair of the teams, both the good and evil side. And Jesse Blue on the good side, and a character called Nemesis on the bad. Uh, oh, I'm not sure where to go with talking about the Vapor Zone. It was more of just covering our tracks on the big mistake ever trying to with space events, more than trying to make a blockbuster movie, sort of. It didn't have much of a script. Uh, so we'll just leave it like that. Well, when the teams did leave, they realized that their time warp ray was bumped ahead to the time period that our second team was taking place in. So they did meet up with Team 2 and try to figure out the best way to handle the situation. I was still kind of stumped, and I couldn't exactly sound back to the bats, could I? Them in the far future, I don't know. But they stuck in the far future for quite some time. Hmm. Uh, well, the Vapor Zone series did have a couple of sequels. There was one in which they sort of went behind the scenes of finding a way that all game characters have their own little Vapor Zone in various galaxies. That was pretty much what Vapor Zone 2 was about. Vapor Zone 3 centered around the Sneak Attacks team, and I think his detective agency came out shortly after that. The only thing about its detective agency is that he cannot use his escape rays to try to find evidence. He had to find it by the book. Tricky at first, but then he found a way to make it work. Uh, Team 2 just kept on doing its best to defend Earth from all kinds of off attackers and their own Space Valve series. There was a Vapor Zone 4. It was an LNH concert within the zone. That happened probably during 1990, 2010, 2110 if you want to keep up with the far future events. But I'm not asking you to do that. I think I'll knock this one off there. Start part 2, act 1. I'll be into the Vapors on 5 years and how Predictor and Inventor end up making Ultimate Bandits work, and though technically I don't think they should be able to be a future band because they were operating in the far future. But I'll discuss that some other time. Good night.